What's up, everybody? Chinny here from the Veteran Gamers, and there is a new Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer, gameplay trailer, so we need to talk about it. I'm going to take a nice, detailed look, go through some of the things that I think are worth pointing out, and if I miss anything in the trailer that you think is worth pointing out, make sure you comment below and call me out for all my stupid mistakes. So let's get to it. Okay, straight away, we got a blimp. Now, I know I keep harping on about these blimps, but my god, if I don't get to ride a blimp in this game, I am going to be seriously mad. So there we go, there's our blimp. Come on, Rockstar, give me my blimp. You know, this is going to be a very tall game. GTA is usually about how big the area is, but this is height now that we're dealing with. Oh, we're not there yet. And it's just them, you know, flexing their muscles a little bit, showing us that, you know, they got some height on this game. And then, of course, with height comes depth, and we have some deep-sea diving. They've talked about it before, and here we are. We get a demonstration and some flippy floppies and some air bubbles. And it looks like, you know, a wreck ship. There could be some underwater missions going on, some searching, maybe even some harpoon shooting. Who knows? But it's looking pretty sweet, and it's looking more and more like San Andreas every time we see it, and a little bit more on that later. Down here, nothing too exciting, but we see some bikes that look like Harley Davidsons, so, you know, expect a bike ride probably. And we get a plane. It's a plane. So this is when we first start to see the UI. The first thing that strikes me about the UI is that there's nothing going on. You know, all it is just this minimap and nothing else. Now, I know they stripped back the UI for GTA 4, but it really looks like they just want you to have this in the screen and nothing else. And you get a little kind of level thing. Forgive me, I'm no pilot, people, but you know, so you could, you know, your plane's level, and the plane looks, you know, one of those private, expensive planes that the Hollywood types have. And then we go name of the area there, and just a massive path, massive scale again, showing you that this game is massive. We get Trevor in the speedboat here, just showing you again more bridges and such. And this is the first time we get into the city, and this is the lovely lady talking through the video. Is just letting you know that the satire in GTA games, the satire that we love, is still here. You know, we have the ridiculous adverts. We're going to expect the ridiculous radio adverts as well. You know, this woman's got her leg up for some reason. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's Rockstar. It's going to be hilarious. And here we have a canal type scene. This cloud here, now I don't want to go crazy here, but this cloud looks like a ship from Star Wars. So confirmed, everybody, Star Wars crossover, mega flip. No, but probably just showing you that, you know, this is a canal, lady running out of the canal. We're going to get a canal chase. You know for a fact that this is going to be used for a canal boat chase at some point. And holy shit, look at this scene. This is ridiculous. What I want to know, the first thing that I think about when I see this is not how high it is, or I can't wait to jump off there, or I can't wait to go a multiplayer on this and just throw some of my friends off the edge. The first thing that I think is, who the fuck lives there? Like, who lives there? Anyway, looking pretty sweet. We get our first glimpse of kind of Michael here, just walking through the, you know, he doesn't mess about. He dines in some nice places. Trevor, obviously, because it's a pickup truck, and it's just showing you the variety of different kind of lifestyles you're going to get in this area, and of course, animals, jet skis. I'm just naming things in the video now. Quad bikes, cool. And just look at that. I mean, there's something about that just makes you think, man, I really want to fly there in an aeroplane and jump out of it and then jump on somebody's face while calling them a twat. And here, this is a bit sneaky of Rockstar to put this in. Some kind of costume party, probably story related. Not really sure what's going on. People on their phones, there and there, doing some weird stuff. But what you see in the corner, and this is the same costume here, but what you see in the corner is a guy dressed as Master Chief. So confirmed, people, Master Chief is in GTA 5. Who'd have thunk it? A little bit of Rockstar humour there. And this looks kind of like the Wall Street of, of the area. It's just rich fuckers just walking around. Money ain't no thing for these people. You've got to have a Russian guy or some kind of Eastern European guy in this game. Otherwise, it wouldn't harken back to the GTA 4 we know. GTA 5. So now we're getting into the thick of it. And this is kind of the first time we've seen these characters working together. We saw the trailer where, they shot some stuff and they was all having a laugh and it was all, shits and giggles. But this is more kind of, they're fist bumping. These are bros, man. These are bros. And there you get an example of kind of them plotting what they're going to do. Now, some interesting things pop up later on about how you can plan your bank heist, but we'll get into that a little bit later. She's talking about some stuff. Explosion! Construction! Look at those. Look at that. High pants there. Simon Cowell, eat your heart out. I know they're overalls, people. Don't worry. So this is Michael. We know about Michael. He's rich and bored. There's his fat son. And she's, a bitch, probably. We've got Franklin. There are some fine bitches in this game. Boom, there's one. There's another one. Jesus Christ, he's rough. There's stuff going on. Franklin's not happy on the streets. And Trevor, who's burying a foot. We can assume it's a foot. I think this is a dead body. I don't know if Trevor is dumb enough to actually chop up dead bodies and flush them, but I'm sure we'll find out. Looks like it's probably a cutscene from the game, so I'm sure we'll know who that person is, kidnap them, so on and so forth. Here we get a shot of a helicopter again. We've seen this, nothing new here. Just to kind of explain really that this really sets out, this really kind of shows you the playground that Rockstar are giving you. You've got a helicopter here. There's another helicopter up there that we can just see. These buildings, don't forget we can fly. We got helicopters. We can paraglide to these different areas, and we got a blimp. Come on, Rockstar, give me the blimp. So it's just showing us that there might be missions where we zip line to that. There might be a bit of Dark Knights where you zip lines from one building to the other to do a bank heist. All sorts of stuff going on. But there's a crane there. We could do some James Bond crane fighting. It's going to be sick. But in GTA 4, they only touched on the tall buildings and using tall buildings. There's a few missions in Ballad of Gay Tony that showed you the kind of tall buildings and scale and stuff, but it really feels like they're going for it in this one. And obviously they show you this mission, which is a really interesting mission where we see all three people working together for the first time as well. And we get some details on some of the controls that we get, and just rappelling down, so it's nothing too detailed. But we do get something interesting pop up. Yes, we smash through the window and we shoot some people. Oh, no, he doesn't actually shoot people. But this is the first time that we see the kind of RPG elements coming back into the game. We've heard them talking about it, but this is, seeing the different specs. So special, don't know what that is. Maybe it's explosives or something. Stamina that we can get through bike riding, that things like that. Shooting, obviously, more shooting you do, the better, and so on and so forth. And then, everyone's got it's all the same specs for each character, but everyone's at different levels, of course. So you might be slightly better at stealth with Michael than you are with Trevor, so on and so forth. And there we do a super cool flip from Michael to Franklin, which is just awesome. Really entertaining. Really, I hope it's going to be as fast as that as well, because that is super cool. And there we see Trevor in his helicopter up there as well. So this is that you can see really why they wanted to give you 3 characters, and you can see why it's not. I don't think so anyway. That it's not going to be co-op. I'm pretty sure that they've confirmed that it's not going to be co-op, but you can just tell that the reason why they give you 3 characters, so you can just jump from one character to another, and it's going to be super entertaining. Anyway, we see Franklin shooting some people, and when he gets a hit, we see a red mark, so that's the hit detection stuff going on. And then he zaps to him, see some gun control, and Trevor, off he goes. So, you know, we've seen all this kind of stuff before, you know, helicopters shooting each other and stuff in GTA. So that's nothing new. But it looks fantastic. Cannot wait. This is a little bit of kind of Unchartedness cutscene into gameplay trend that's quite popular. So this is cool as well. I mean, just look at the transition. If this is the actual transition and not the trailer just doing this. By the way, Glasses special offer. This is just super cool, this transition. Really like it. Bam. And then we can see some of the detail in the area. You know, this is the Bay Area. You know, we've got some beach. Just really cool. And if that's the transition, that is super cool. And if it's that quick as well, wow. And again, we see all the different kind of RPG elements coming into it, and they're all the same, special again, but they're different colours for different characters. And I think down here is the UI telling us that like different colours are different people, maybe. Let's have a look at Franklin. Sorry, so Franklin here has got 2 missions, and he's green, so the green is down there. So let's have a look what Michael is. Oh, it's exciting. So Michael is blue. I think I remember off the top of my head. Here we go. There we go. And so we're in Michael's kind of sector, and Michael's got different missions going on. And then we go to Trevor, who's orange, and there's the orange bar. So I don't know why some of these are longer than others. Maybe you're more experienced, or maybe there's more to do. So that this is definitely to do with the characters that you're playing as, this line here. So anyway, we'll find out, I'm sure. And there's our transition, and Trevor is up to no good, of course. Look at him being chased by the police, the white trashy yes. So there's another plane there, different type of plane, very subtle, just Rockstar sneaking it in as they always do. Different type of plane, fantastic. Here we get some cars, customization of the cars. It's, again, looking very San Andreas on us. But hey, all cool. People love customizing their cars, flying the planes, all that stuff. Really feels San Andreas-ish. We've seen the clouds before, so I won't talk about that. But here we go, the Golf. And the Golf looks really interesting, to be honest. Well, I say really interesting. It's fucking Golf. All right, let's face facts. But it looks detailed, is what I'm saying. You know, you've got different tee-off points. You've got little details like that Rockstar so good at. A detailed kind of map of the Golf area. It looks way better than the driving range that we had in Ballad of Gay Tony. And it looks like it plays, you know, pretty much like Tiger Woods would do. Maybe even better than Tiger Woods. So, you know, it gives you the iron, gives you the wind speed. So I know a lot of people don't give a shit about the mini games in GTA. I personally like them. They're a nice distraction. So yeah, I'm excited for like cool mini games. And of course, underwater diving, which we've seen plenty of. Looks like Trevor is a bit of a hunter, so you can do some hunting. And freaks. Now they kind of gloss over this. Because the woman narrating says freaks to befriend, which I took this as, by the way, this guy's sign says this is the land of opportunity, get out. Freaks to befriend says to me, she made a point of it when she said befriend, and I kind of took this as these are the random friend missions, you know, these are the weird missions that you come across randomly, that they did in GTA 4, they did a few in Red Dead Redemption, and you just come across them, and it'll be for people like this. It usually is for people that are just insane. So I'm guessing that this is one of the friends missions. So interesting stuff. That just something I thought would worth bringing up because they just didn't really talk about it too much. But the next thing we're talking about now is the gun control. The gun controls looks very interesting. This is a fat chick, so that's fun. Little note there of Rockstar taking the piss out of Apple with a banana and two apples there. That looks like a cock and balls. So, yep, that's Rockstar for you. Here we look at the gun controls, and now this is the first time we see like a good look at the gun controls, and then we see the wheel, which is there, and we see standard two assault rifles, pistol, some dynamite, grenade launcher, shotgun, and some melee and some body armor as well. So all the kind of stuff that you expect really with GTA weapons. What I love is that we have a weapon wheel now. The fact that we have a weapon wheel makes me so happy, and the fact that we took so long to get to a weapon wheel blows my mind. But we have one, and it's looking pretty sweet. And there is melee combat. We don't see melee combat in this trailer, but hey, what can you do? And the gunplay looks like it works the same as Max Payne 3. So you've got this tiny little dot reticle that Rockstar seem to like, and we just hold the left trigger or R2 button or L2 button or L1 button, whatever it is on the PlayStation, and just snap between different people. And there we go. That's where he's holding the left trigger, and he seems to get a perfect headshot. So I think there is a little bit of kind of guidance there. When he missed him there, hold on. There you go. He's got him. So maybe it doesn't lock on perfectly, and you've got to do the last bit yourself. But I think it's going to be similar to Max Payne 3. So if you like Max Payne 3 gun controls, then I think we're good. Alright, driving, neon lights, carnival games for some reason. And tennis. Again, I like my mini games. You got the score up top. You're playing some chick called Jordan. I like them. Looks good. Bike riding as well. This looks like one of those official races. We got a marker there to tell us where to go. We have, stamina and time and position. So this is an official race. This isn't just dicking about. And you're in some whoa. Skipped ahead there. And you're in some biking gear as well. So all good. And of course, parachute, rainbow, nice. So that'll operate pretty much how all parachuting operates or control in all games. So here we get into kind of the business side of stuff, and this is an interesting one because we see some destructible environment. Now it's only a war, so I'm not guessing that there's going to be buildings falling over here like Battlefield 4, but it's a nice display of some destructible environment, really impressive, even for the 360 and PS3. Looks pretty good, so I'm looking forward to not crashing into a wall and just stopping dead for a change. Obviously, you'd have to do this with the truck, and if you do it with a light small car, you probably won't go through the wall, but it's still pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, and that leads to some interesting chases on the multiplayer and the single player. So here we get hit with a scene where I think this guy's kind of like the organizer or something. Just one thing I want to note is a small Rockstar joke: Chicken Festival. Another way of saying that is Cockfest. Say about that what you will. And this to me looks like the UI for when you start one of these kind of missions. These missions look like a Hitman mission where you got a few options. You can either go in stealth or all guns blazing. And this looks like the UI. It looks like the player's controlling it, and you can pick certain things about it and pick, what weapons you use. And obviously it shows you the two alternative ways. So we've seen this one. They go in, they poison people, and this one they go guns blazing. So a few options. I'm hoping that they're a little bit more varied than just going quiet or loud, but we'll see. And tattoos are back, of course. You can either get a card or a smiley face. Brilliant. Yep. Side note, kind of looks like Walter White from the back there with the pants on. Look at this lucky dodging skills. This is actually a race. You can see that this is a race because we've got some other cars in there as well. But there's no numbers. There's no position, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's a mission instead of a race. But look at that. Whoever was playing this game must have gone, yes, I'm glad we captured it so we can put it in the trailer. Lucky bastards. Very cool. And this is where we get into the stock market. We can buy stocks, sell stocks. As we see ammunition not doing so well until a certain point, probably got blown up by somebody. And you can buy property as well, which isn't new, but it looks like it's going to be more detailed, and obviously you can do it over the kind of in-game internet. So there we go. And this is our first kind of glimpse in this trailer anyway of the multiplayer. Now I took the time out to actually count these people because I'm sad and lonely, but we do find out that there are 16 people. I counted them because, like I said, I'm sad and lonely. So this character here is one of these random, whoa, we got far ahead there, one of these random people that you can probably pick and work your way through and unlock characters and clothes and skins and all sorts of stuff. And there's not really, I mean, I had a close look at this. For one, the one thing I noticed that it's a multiplayer game. The one thing I thought was like, he's inside, so there must be more indoor environments on the multiplayer. I'm hoping that the mini games are open as well on the multiplayer, so you can play tennis with each other and such. But you see some helicopters, the usual dicking about stuff that you do in multiplayer. Very cool. And of course, a jet flies past for the pièce de résistance. So there you go. That's a closer look at the GTA 5 gameplay trailer. I hope you liked it. I hope you wasn't annoyed by my stupid accents, because a lot of you were last time. But I can't help it. I was just born with it. It's not my fault. Let's just play some of the trailer while I'm talking. If you like the video, please take some time out to leave a comment on some things that you think I've missed. If you think that there's other videos that you want me to do, please mention in the comments. Subscribe and listen to our podcast as well. We have a podcast every Monday for the Veteran Gamers. So anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.